You are capable of winning races, but you can't do it alone. It's time to elevate your game to the next level with RMR Driving Academy. Richard Murtaugh is the longest-running setup builder on iRacing with nearly a decade of experience. With a combined 13,000 rating across 2 accounts, Murtaugh has helped more than 20 drivers advance to the World of Outlaws Pro Series. Log on to rmrdrivingacademy.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, well, a wonderful Tuesday evening to you, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network and live coverage of the ERA AMP Grading and Demolition Pavement Late Model Stock Car Challenge Series. New season round number 1 tonight. And I have to say right off the top, I love our fans so much. Come into the chat, say hi immediately, know where they want to be in the order for the over-under. Barb, you're down for 6. Everybody else, you need to pick your numbers. And while you pick, I'm going to show you what we have for the over-under crowd. It's going to be right in the middle of the screen right there. These cups are in my possession. They are going to be shipped off at my earliest possible convenience. They turned out magnificent, even after all of the back and forth between myself and our cup maker. Finally got all the logos correct. Finally got all the placements good. So we'll be shipping those out. I know Bill and Jane and Caleb are all winners from last season, and they just need to make sure that I have their shipping information. And those 3 packages will get out as soon as humanly possible. But get your numbers in for over-under. You have until the pace car rolls to begin tonight's 60-lap main event to get your number in. We don't double up numbers, so if you pick a number someone's already picked, we'll let you know. You have to pick another one, first come, first serve. Right now, the number 6, well, it's off the table. Haven't picked a number myself. Don't know if I'm going to. I already won way back in the first season when we did this, so I'm probably good. But you guys, make sure that you get your over-under numbers in. Never know. There's always prizes of some kind. Right now, it's these cups, and I can get these cups printed at just about any time. Got 12 drivers, a little bit of a thin field tonight, but 12 drivers checked in. These guys are about to go into their drivers meeting. They've already had their pit party. Then they'll qualify. Actually, I think they'll qualify. We'll do our redraw, and then they'll go to their drivers meeting. I think that is the order, the new order for things here. They get ready to redraw. We're going to move in. Bill, you're going on a 5 tonight, huh? All right. So we're going to go to qualifying. Now we're going to get down here. We're going to get close. We are going to get right up on these boys. Let's see. Look who rolls out first. The 77 of Sean McLaughlin. He'll be the first to hit the racing surface. I think DJ Oxford may be a little bit ahead of him. It actually looks like he's behind him. But I saw Sean's name pop up quickly, so we'll watch him. We'll see what kind of time he can drop right here at Five Flag Speedway. I see Dylan and Joey Connor both here tonight. I do not see the 2-car. First time by, Marvin Turnmeyer, 16.98. McLaughlin was 17.08. Oxford jumps up to about the same time. He was a couple of thousandths quicker. I see still in the 8 car there is Connor, Joey Connor. Dylan Connor. Already rolling down the backstretch on his first lap. Different paint on that car this season. First time by P1, 16.89. We'll go back, watch the 8 car. He is going to use that high line for this first lap. He's going to bank it all on lap number 2. He's done that a lot. That is kind of his way of qualifying. We'll see where he's at when we get him out of turn number 4. Baldwin, Addison, and Rutherford, the only three that haven't qualified right now. Lap number 2 is going to be quicker. Yeah, he's going to go P1 at 16.86 seconds. And he puts Junior in P2. So Joey quickest, Dylan second, Marvin Turnmeyer, then McLaughlin and Oxford through the top 5. No Gary Baldwin, no Steven Addison, and no Andrew Rutherford at this point. Rutherford, he's got a penalty hanging from last season, which I thought all those zeroed out. Maybe he's going to the back to try to go for that hard charger extra bonus point. That is something that they do. If you go to the back and you can charge your way up there, if you're the hard charger for the night, you get that bonus point. So going deep in the field and coming forward, it'll help you. Well, it's always good to change things up, Bill. I like to do that myself. Looking for everybody else. I don't know where they're all at. They need to hurry and get their over-under in. I think I'm going to put myself on number 7 just because. Why not? If we're going to play, let's all play. Over under, the number of cautions that you think we will have in this 60-lap main event tonight. You get that into the chat. We'll get your name beside it.
All right, drivers, getting ready for our Lucky 7 redraw presented by JD7 Motorsports. If you're new to this, I got to share my screen first. Give me a sec.
Oh, boy. Now we're waiting on the admins to do the admin job. Ha-ha! There he is.
All right, there we go. Got the order of the top 7. We hit the randomize button 3 times. However it comes out, that is the starting lineup. So we'll give her a go. There's 1. That's 2. And 3. The number 77 of McLaughlin will be on the pole to the outside the 91 of Dylan Connor. 81 of Werdeman and 16 of Turnmeyer make up row 2. Row 3 would be the 90 of Joey Connor and the 5 of Payette. And the 22 of Oxford is our JD7 Motorsports Lucky 7 redraw car. That'll be the starting lineup. We'll get ready for the drivers meeting here in just a minute.
All right, you heard it. McLaughlin, little stroke of luck to start the season off. He will at least start on the front row tonight, but he's got his hands full. Former champion in the series, the 91 of Dylan Connor, will be right beside him. Joey Connor, your quick qualifier, goes all the way back to P5. He'll be behind Werdeman and Turnmeyer, and next to Payette, and then Oxford. Pick a different number, Adam. 6, 5, 6, and 7 are all taken, buddy. Miss you being in the series already. Not seeing that weird-looking pink and green machine with God knows what color wheels on it from night to night, but you know what you ought to do, Adam? This is what you ought to do. You ought to come up here in the booth with me. You ought to try your hand at that. Just saying. Pick you a different number, bud. Get it in the chat so I can get it written down. Never fails. As soon as I'm live, everybody wants to talk to me. And before that, nobody. The drivers are in their drivers' meeting. Oh, Adam taking 3. Ooh, you're expecting the boys to have a solid night tonight, huh, buddy? Well, it's trucks at Lime Rock Park. I don't know. I've tried to run those before there. Ah, very nice. Very nice. A lot of people on YouTube. I don't see anybody from Facebook or Twitch yet. Do not forget, you have got to get your over-under choices in before the pace car rolls the field off for the 60-lap main event. That's coming up shortly. I'm pretty sure I do, Bill. Let's see. I hope I do. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm sure it's in one of our chats, or it's in the Dirt Racing Networks page. So, get your over-unders in, guys. Get them in quick. 3, 5, 6, and 7 already off the board. Number of cautions you think will be in tonight's main event. It's 60 laps. It's at Five Flag Speedway. So, man, I'll tell you what. You never know. We could have a clean and green, or we could have a big case of yellow fever. It's hard to tell. Let's take a look. While we got a second, let's just pop in here and take a quick peek. Track's pretty cool. Only 84 degrees. It's clear out. There's no real wind to speak of. So, just waiting on them to finish up the drivers' meeting. They will put these guys out here. Once that pace car rolls off, over-under is closed. So if you're going to choose quickly and choose wisely. Tomorrow night, Midwest Truck Series. They'll take them big old heavy trucks and run them around at Lime Rock Park. Multiple elevation changes. It's got about, 9 corners on it? I'm trying to go through in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up the hill. If they have the chicane in it, 6, 7, 8. It's at least 8 turns. If they have the chicane in it, it's 10 or 12. But that track is a lot of fun, especially when you come out of about turn 6 or 7 down and start downhill right there, heading back towards the flag stand. It's a ton of fun in that one. You pick up a lot of speed. You really got to make that right-hand corner, and you've got to be online, or you're going to have a lot of problems. So let's get down here, and let's get ready to have a look at our starting lineup. We know this is incorrect. We know that is the 77 of McLaughlin and the 91 of Connor in row number 1. The 81 of Werdeman and the 16 of Turnmeyer, teammates in row number 2. The 90 of Joey Connor next to the 5 of John Payette in the 3rd row. And then the 22 of Oxford is going to start P7 next to Jeff Werdeman. No, that ain't right. None of this is right. Lucky 7, and we redrew about 8. I don't know. We redrew all the way back to 8, so we'll get them squared away. But John Brenner in the 46, Josh Westendorf in the 92. That is row number 5. Row 6 is going to be the 57 of Barry Hines. Matt Eddy in the 88 will be next to him. And then newcomer Steve Addison in the 114 next to another newcomer, Gary Baldwin in the 157. So now it's McLaughlin and Connor. Then it's Werdeman and Turnmeyer. It's Connor and Payette. And then Oxford and Brunner. And Rutherford is all the way to the back. He showed up in a weird way. Over-under is closed, coincidentally. Pace truck's going to get out of the way, and the green flag immediately falling right there. Through 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Connor grabbing the lead away from McLaughlin momentarily. They'll come back to the line, and lap 1 will go to the 91. Caution for the first time. Brunner, 46 car. Looks like he's going to have issues out here. Oh, yeah, down the corner. 92 of Westendorf scooted up to get around the 22 of Oxford right there. Car high, sir. Car high. So, caution number 1 quickly. Lap number 3. Marvin Turnmeyer. We're going to highlight that car just a little bit here because this is a little bit of a older throwback type paint. Man, that looks good. I wish it was in the daylight. For the Advanced Auto Parts machine right there because that's a good looking ride right there. Barry Hines is rolling off pit road. He went in for something. So we still got flashy lights on the little pacey vehicle. He'll stay out at least 1 more lap. Connor and McLaughlin, Turnmeyer and Werdeman, Connor and Payette, and then Oxford and Westendorf back there, 7 and 8. Eddie and Addison, 9, 10. So, Steven Addison already picked up a handful of spots. Looking for the hard charger. Right now, it's Jeff Werdeman. He's got 4 improved spots, but I think it only counts if you go to the back. It's like a back row challenge for a bonus point. Pace truck's out of the way, way late in the zone. The green flag is going to come out, and Sean McLaughlin is going to get a great start. Got a little out of shape in turn 1, and now Connor goes by. McLaughlin will have to contend with Turnmeyer. Good look from our in the stands with the fans cam. They get singled out pretty quickly this time after the restart. Look at that 22 car, DJ Oxford. Here's a move from Matt Eddy on John Payette. And I think the car got out of shape. He pedaled it a little bit, and he's going to give that spot right back. 7th place for the 5 of Payette. Turnmeyer. Up and down season last season. Things started off pretty good, then went a little dismal, then we got pretty good, and towards the end he was a little more consistent. Had a couple of unfortunate DNFs late, but the last half of the season, he was a lot more consistent with where he was running at. He is one of those drivers that likes to slide the car into the corner. That right rear kicked out a lot in the 16 car. Holden Tough about a quarter second back. McLaughlin about the same distance back in third. Now Joey Connor is up to the 4th spot. He's got Jeff Werdeman giving chase to him, and Oxford's behind that. Payette 7, Matt Eddy 8, Rutherford up to 9th, and Westendorf riding in that 10th spot. Addison in the 81 came up to 11th and has held station right there. Brunner, Hines, and Baldwin make up the 14 cars. But the top 3 is starting to get a little bit of a breakaway. They got 0.8 of a second. And they are tucked up nose to tail right here. We are 20% into this thing. 12 laps already completed. Dylan Connor doing Dylan Connor things. I was watching that battle for a second right there. McLaughlin put it down the corner. The left front found a little bit of that transition. It tightened that car up real quick. He had to chase it up almost into the door of the 16. They'll stay side by side. Caution behind. And Josh Westendorf looks like he is going to be. Oh, yeah. Looks like the left front is just destroyed. What happened to him before that? Oh, that car took a hard left down the middle of the backstretch. Left front. Knocked off of the 92 car. So, a quarter of the way in, we'll catch caution number 2. With Dylan Connor, Marvin Turnmeyer, Sean McLaughlin, Joey Connor, Jeff Werdeman, DJ Oxford, John Payette, Andrew Rutherford, Matt Eddy, and Steven Addison. Westendorf is off track. That leaves Brunner, Hines, and Baldwin behind Addison. And we're going to go see if we can take a look. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. All over the front end of the Hey Dude number 92. Left front was wobbling all around. Already ready to go back to green. They'll double them up. We'll get ready for the restart beginning lap number 15, 16. The battle for second was getting pretty hot right there, and caution fell before McLaughlin could clear the 16 car.
Green flag, green flag.
Turnmeyer did not get a fantastic start, but he's going to hang on to second. The battle will be for 4th and 5th. It's Joey Connor outside, Jeff Werdeman inside. Probably needs a new fire suit. He may have lost his bladder right there. 70 car, Rutherford. Now inside the top 6. He's lined up behind the battle for 4th and 5th. He went way out back, started 14th. sitting in the 6th spot. He's watching that battle in front of him. Indeed. Watching that battle in front of him. Trying to figure out which one is going to have an advantage. And John Payette trying to get up here and see if he can put some pressure on the 70. There goes the 8 car way wide in turn 2. He'll give up 2. It might be 3 because Payette has the inside position right now. Now Rutherford instantly moves to the inside on Werdeman. Payette will get past Joey Connor in that 8 car. Dylan Connor in the 91 on a cruise. We're a third of the way through this thing already, and he is just on cruise control. Turnmeyer and McLaughlin still nose to tail. And I don't think that battle will be over anytime soon. I think they're going to get back at each other at McLaughlin's earliest convenience here. He's trying to force a mistake, plays peekaboo in that mirror, so Turnmeyer maybe doesn't know where he's at every second. Almost 7/10 of a second now, first to second. Third place tucked right in, and they've got a nice little gap from third back to fourth. Rutherford is kind of stalled out. He's not making up any ground right here. Not losing any, but he's not making any up either at fourth place. As we'll go back to the side-by-side battle. They are still side by side. And now McLaughlin inches ahead. He'll clear Turnmeyer, move him to second. Rutherford saw the door open. He's trying to get there, trying to make Turnmeyer stay up on the top side, but Turnmeyer used a little bit of momentum. Parked it back down in front. I don't think the battle's over, though. I think you're going to see Andrew Rutherford start to really put some pressure. We're creeping in on halfway, and it is just about go time for everybody from second on back. Now Rutherford, way down to the bottom. He'll pull ahead, put him into third. Turnmeyer went from second to fourth real quick. Only took about 4 laps. Gap is shrinking. About 2/10 were cut off of that lead once McLaughlin got around Turnmeyer. And now it's kind of stabilized a little bit. As we just move onto the backside of halfway. Working lap 31. Connor keeping the pace pretty steady. Right around 17 seconds, 17 and a quarter. And he's keeping that gap at about a half a second. Rutherford now has closed right up to McLaughlin. Werdeman to the inside of Turnmeyer. That's going to be for fourth. And Payette is right there as well. If the door stays open long enough, I'm sure Payette will stick a big boot in there and try to keep it pinned open. Matt Eddy right in behind the 5 car. He'd like to see Payette get Turnmeyer. Oh, that's not what I meant.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution
That was not what I meant. I didn't want him to get him in the bumper, but he did. Just a tiny little tap, both cars. losing traction. And we'll grab our third caution at lap 35. Handful of cars headed for Connor, John Brunner, Steve Addison, Barry Hines. Top 5 stayed out. Connor, McLaughlin, Rutherford, Werdeman, Oxford, Payette, Turnmeyer. Top 7 stayed on the track. Joey Connor, John Brunner, Hines, all those guys. And Matt Eddy looks like he'll be the first of those to pit, to come back out. Hey, you still got 25 laps remaining. Fresh tires, probably good for 7, 8, 10 laps before they equalize with everybody else. If you're wanting to go hard, now's the time. One more show for the week. Tomorrow night, about 8:15 Eastern. Get ready for Midwest Truck Series at the road course. I have not covered a race at a road course in any form in quite some time. That ought to be exciting for me.
All right, man.
At least it's a track that I am extremely familiar with.
Going green.
Back in the day, and since I'm an old man, back in the day is a long time ago, I used to have a car called the Star Mazda on iRacing, and it was probably the best open wheel car because the power to weight ratio was perfect. You could manhandle it and sling it all over the place, and I would go to Lime Rock and just put flyer laps down.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going
Still extending the caution. We're trying to get a couple of wave rounds and trying to get some guys lined up in some positions where they need to be. That 157 car, well, he is about 15 laps down. He's catching up to the back of the field. Barry Hines is one of those cars that waved around, and he's catching up to the back of the field. But that little car, that little Star Mazda, we'd take it to some ovals like Richmond and some of the smaller places, New Hampshire. So much fun to drive on an oval, and it was the perfect short course road car. I mean, we would go to like Road Atlanta, but that place was so long, and that car just, at the end of a couple of those long straightaways, that car would really be struggling to find anything more in it. But it was so much fun because you could just toss it into the corner and it would just stick and ride. It was a blast. I really missed that car. All right, pace truck's out of the way. Quick green flag. We're going to get back to it. 25 laps remaining. The first of our car on new tires is back there, 8th and 9th. Connor and Eddie, and they're battling hard, and Connor got the best of that restart. Not going to take any prisoners at all. He is going to just drive it in there. Car out of shape, 81 on Werdeman.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Let's go see what happened to the 81. He got some help. Oh, net coated. He got net coated. Good job by the 157 or the 57. The 57 to get stopped right there. So, yeah, it looked like the 22 got down the corner on the inside. There was space between those two cars, but the contact, because of the hit boxes. Sometimes, especially if somebody has a strange type of connection where they're losing packets, the hit boxes, iRacing doesn't know where the car is precisely, and you'll get net code. So, Adam, Vinny, we missed it out. 36th lap. Caution number 4. Mr. Bill is back on things. Oh, boy. He wins tonight. I'm just going to put all of his stuff in his cup and send it to him in one fell swoop. All righty. See if we can get to the end here, boys. I know cautions breed cautions and restarts are chaotic. All right, we are about to go back to green. 23 laps.
Green flag, green flag.
This time, Rutherford trying to get that launch, trying to get that restart. He wants to get in front of the 91. I guarantee you Connor's going to go just hard enough here to not allow that to happen. This could be the spot right here. He goes up the woohoo. He wasn't clear. And McLaughlin's trying to take advantage of that, but the 91 tried to slam that door, and he wasn't clear of the 70. And now he's trying to make it wide on entry, narrow on exit. 21 to go. Battle behind. John Brunner's going for a ride.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
46 of Brunner is going to get turned over here. Oh, the 8 car has a problem. Now we got to find the 46. Oh, there he is. He's going to get a little contact on the back end. Might not be till we get around here to turn number 1. Matt Eddy was on the inside on Oxford, and Oxford tried to go even further inside, and I think it was a chain reaction incident there. So we sit on caution number 5 right now at lap 40. Now we're in the zone here, folks. 20 laps to go. We're in that 5, 6, 7 range. Dylan Connor, Andrew Rutherford, Sean McLaughlin, Matt Eddy, John Brunner is still 5th, but I don't know how that. Well, because that caution might have come out for the 8 car, and he just got turned in the middle of all that. Matt Eddy, Marvin Turnmeyer, Jeff Werdeman, John Payette, and Steven Addison, the top 10. Oxford is 11th. The 8 of Joey Connor is on pit road. He's trying to get some attention from the pit crew. So we're doubled up.
All right, man. Lights are back.
Caution going to get extended. There come the lights. We're right back on.
All right, man. Light you back
One
on the pace
more
car. We're not going
extension.
green this time. We are not going green.
I think we're trying to make sure everybody's lined up where they're supposed to be. It looks like the 8 car is going to make his way back out here. Minor damage still on that car.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
So, little extension again. They're still trying to sort things out. Want to make sure everybody's restarting in the correct place, especially with the season opener. Points are important starting off the season. All right, looks like we're going to go ahead and go green this time with 20 laps remaining. Can Rutherford get another one of those great starts and clear the 91? It don't look like it. It looks like Connor's going to get a good start. Well, he may not because McLaughlin had his nose to the inside. McLaughlin kind of cut him a break right there. I think he could have kept that nose up the inside and got in that left rear corner. Connor Rutherford 1-2. McLaughlin is 3 side by side. Matt Eddy on fresher tires than anybody in front of him. He's pinned to the outside. He's going to have to get on the inside for Turnmeyer. And then he's going to have to work his way, try to get into this top 3 right here. Werdeman now into the 6th spot. John Brunner with that damaged 46 car still hanging tough on the outside in 7th. Payette, Addison, and Joey Connor now inside the top 10. And Rutherford would like to go from worst to first, and he is really going to have to work if he's going to get around the 91 car. Connor has been so good at saving tires and making that car really wide when it needed to be. You can't make any mistakes, because he will bear down and get very focused right here. 14 to go this time. Top 2 starting to ease away from 3rd place McLaughlin. Matt Eddy now has wrestled the 4th spot away from Marvin Turnmeyer. Does he have enough time to go up here and go after McLaughlin to put himself on the podium? He's got to make up 0.6 of a second in the next 13 laps. Connor probably figures it's about time to put all the horses to use in that 91 car, and he is probably going to start to ease away from these guys. This is a classic driver 91. Saves his tires, controls the whole race from the front, and then when we get down to 12, 15 laps to go, then he really starts to go and attack the racetrack. Caution, and that may change things. Gary Baldwin. He's all by himself. Oh, yeah, that car spun, hit the fence on the backstretch. And he's still sitting there when Connor and company go by. Yeah, there's your caution. So we'll take it off of 5. We'll move it over to 6. That happens at lap 49. And now Barb's on the hot seat. Pardon me. That one snuck up on me, folks. I was just getting ready to talk, and all of a sudden, felt like I swallowed a bug. Whew. So we are going to be 10 to go when we get green. Connor, Rutherford, McLaughlin, Eddy, Turnmeyer, Ordeman, Payette, Connor, Oxford, Brunner, Hines, and Addison. One more time around behind the pace vehicle. Twelve of our 14 cars are still in the race. All 12 of them still on the lead lap. All right, field getting pretty tight. Everybody getting a little bit more intense here as we get ready to close the last 10 laps out.
Green flag, green flag.
This time, Rutherford's going to get a little better restart. He'll be side by side with Connor getting down the backstretch. Inches by him, just about a half a car into 3 and 4. Connor takes it all back, and he leads that lap. Now Rutherford. 3/4 of a car behind to get into 3 and 4. Connor will clear him. No crossover from Rutherford. McLaughlin still third. Eddy up to fourth. Laps winding down quickly. Seven to go. Now Rutherford really starting to push the issue. That car got super wide, almost clipped the fence coming out of turn 4. Five to go. This time the wave lap. Move at the back. Oxford got around Joey Connor for 7th. Then slides the car way wide in 2, comes back and covers the spot. Got a little shot in the pants for that. 4 to go. Top 2 have broken away, but I don't think Rutherford's got anything left on those tires. Go after Connor. Connor saved enough for the first 55 laps. 3 to go. I think the battle is going to be back here for 3rd. Matt Eddy is trying to do any and everything he can. He's going to the outside to try to make this work, and caution is going to slow us down. I'm not sure who wrecked. Let's go see. I don't know if it was these two. Oh, yeah. Hines got into the left rear of Connor, and then Connor just couldn't save the car. He was fighting it all the way down the backstretch. So, unfortunately, Barb, they pass you by. We are on caution number 7 with only 3 laps to go. If we have another caution, that means nobody wins this week. And we'll have to try again next Tuesday night. Still, Dylan Connor, Andrew Rutherford, Sean McLaughlin, Matt Eddy, Marvin Turnmeyer, John Payette, Barry Hines, John Brunner, Stephen Addison, DJ Oxford, and Joey Connors in the pits. He scored in 11th, still in the lead lap, but he may be done this one. That car probably hasn't known. He got clobbered by Jeff Werdeman. I think Werdeman is out too, so. But we should get them doubled up. This is probably going to do it. It'll be a green, a white checker. If Rutherford can't get it done in the first 4 corners, I don't think he's going to get it done. That green car on the outside of row number 2 may have something to say about all of this. He's got a little fresher tires than everybody else.
Green flag.
And Rutherford, worst restart. Payette's going around. We're going back to caution. We're not done yet. Nobody wins the over-under this week. So, that's real quickly. Yeah, John Payette. John Payette just, he just flat got turned, I think, right here. Don't know how else to say it. Yeah. Yeah, 22 tried to time it up. 16 car didn't go very good, and he had pushed him out to the right. He got into the left rear corner, and he created a parking lot. So we'll do it all again with a 2-lap shootout. That is going to be a reprieve for Mr. Rutherford because he got a horrible restart that time and pretty much gave this thing away. Now he'll have a chance to redeem that mistake. We're waiting for the pace car to catch up. Here comes the pace truck, and he's got Barry Hines in tow.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Yeah, the pace truck didn't even get all the way down pit road back to its reset spot before that caution came right back out. So that will make things a little off kilter. So next time around, I think we'll get the one to go. Still a 2-lap shootout. Still Dylan Connor up front. Then Rutherford, McLaughlin, Eddy, Turnmeyer, Payette, Oxford, Brunner, Hines, and Addison. All right, so we should get the restart. Roll them by, get them into turn 4. Maybe Rutherford will get a little bit better restart this time.
Green flag.
And the answer to that question was a resounding, I don't think so. But the challenge will be there for second. McLaughlin up the hill. There's contact. Rutherford to the fence. He might keep it facing forward, and we may not go back. Yellow. Turnmeyer got a great start. He got around Matt Eddy for the 3rd spot. The white flag is out, and Dylan Connor looks like he is going to victory lane again. Oh, my goodness. Here we go at the back. Eddie and Turnmeyer. And Turnmeyer got loose coming out of 2 and didn't leave Eddie a shot. So Connor, McLaughlin, Eddie go 1, 2, 3. Oxford to 4th, and Hines recovers to 5th place. Cars still trying to make it around. We'll get them down here on the front stretch. And we'll get ready to start chatting with our drivers. That's a terrible camera. That angle is something fierce, isn't it? All right, let's try it right here. Let's see what we can do with this camera. Get a good look at the nose of that 88 car. Let's get that driver in here. Matt Eddy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. That was interesting on that last lap. Tell me what you saw coming out of turn number 2.
Yeah, Marv was up there sideways, and I tried to miss him, and we hooked a little, and I don't know. I came out okay. He didn't come out quite so well. But then just got back to the line. It was a wild race. I just had to dodge a few things.
Yeah, it looked like all night long it was kind of play it smart and safe or try to attack. And sometimes when you try to attack, other guys were on the attack, and we saw a lot of contact out there.
Yeah, there was a fair bit. Once it got up front, it was some pretty hard racing. I just got looking outside of Sean on that little bit longer run, and then that caution come out there right towards the end. I was thinking maybe I could work outside of him and do something. That would have been fun.
Yeah, it looked like you were going to get a little run there, and as soon as you got alongside, unfortunate caution came out. But still a third-place finish, man. Got to be, giving you some hope for this season to at least kick things off on the podium.
Yeah, good start. We'll nowhere to go but down, I guess.
That is not a very good outlook, my man. You got to stay positive at all times. Give me some shout-outs and thank yous before we let you head out.
Marv, Jeff, everybody that throws in to help put this league on, you for broadcasting it, and I guess Dylan for kicking all of our butts all the time.
All right, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys just got to figure out what to do to get that guy. So thanks for chatting with us, buddy. Congrats on a great start to the season. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Talk to you soon, hopefully.
That is your third-place finisher, Mr. Matt Eddy. And now, I don't know, where did John go? There's John. Our random driver of the night, the 5-car, John Payette. You had a... well, we won't call it a less than stellar start to the night, but boy, I'll tell you what, this season is not kicking off the way I'm sure you anticipated.
Yes and no. I think I qualified pretty good. And then, it was an up and down race. Back, was up front, went to the back, had some spins, got in some trouble, salvaged a 6th place where I think I started. So, for the way the night went, I'll take it.
Yeah, a little up, a little down. I mean, we can see the nose of the car is pushed in here. This is a tough enough place to race. It looked like track temperatures were pretty cool. Just, I don't know, aggression, or was the cars really kind of free?
My car was free. I don't know what everybody else felt like, but I felt like my car was free, and it's a short track. It's 5 flags. You have to be aggressive here. 60 laps. You got to do what you got to do to get to the front. I really felt my car was probably a little bit better than a 6th place car, but it's tough when you get a little banged up and have to go to the back a couple times.
It certainly is. Give me some shout-outs and some thank yous before we let you head out tonight.
Yeah, real good. Thank you. First of all, thank you guys, and thanks to everybody that puts this show on. But the guys that help me out are the Bent Keg, Egan Family Dairy, the Meat Block, and Old Salt Angling.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Let's see if we can improve on 6th place next week when we come back.
That's the goal. Thanks. Take care. Have a good night.
That is John Payette in the 5 car. Now let's move on. We'll talk to a guy. He kept it up front pretty much all night. He had a couple of challenges, but he keeps the 77 car in a great finishing position to start the season. Sean McLaughlin, better than last season by far.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Looked like the track was a challenge, and I mean, you got to try to go get that 91 car, and that is a tall order for any driver in here.
Yeah, it sure is. Dylan's always fast. I did, when we had that long green run there, I was starting to run him down. I don't know if he was saving his stuff or what, but would have liked to have seen what would happen if I could have got up there to him.
Yeah, it looked like you had a couple of guys there. When you were running third, Matt Eddy got to the outside, and you caught a caution that kind of kept you where you were. Were you concerned at all if that caution doesn't come out that he might sneak by on the high side?
Yeah, it was very well possible. I was kind of trying to move the car around a little bit to see if I could figure out where I was losing on the guys in front of me, and by that time I realized Matt was out there, and luckily Matt is such a clean racer. Yeah, I had a lot of fun running side by side with him.
All right, my man. Well, an awesome way to start the season. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you celebrate a wonderful run tonight.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. I want to thank Marvin Jeff for running the league, you for broadcasting. Obviously, got to say hi to Mom. I'm sure she's excited. Thank my wife and kids for the time and money that goes into this hobby, and I want to give a shout out to the Adaptive Driving Experience. We are a 501c3 charity that takes disabled people for a ride, lets them drive a NASCAR Cup car. So if you're looking for a cool racing related charity to get involved with, please check us out, adaptivedrivingexperience.org.
All right, my man. Congrats on the run. I'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Sean McLaughlin finishing second tonight in the 77 machine, and now we'll move on to a guy who spends enough time in the winner's circle that they're probably going to end up naming it after him in this series. Dylan Connor starting off again at the front, buddy.
Yes, sir, man. It feels good to start off season like this. Yeah, I was practice qualifying, not going to lie. I was a little out in left field, super free, and I missed the pole, and like I said, just was a little off in both of those sessions, and took a big swing at it, making a big change right before the race, and it paid off. It was still a little free, but nothing like it was in practice qualifying.
Well, it's got to be good. I mean, you just miss out on the championship last season. You're back this season, and you're going to start off atop the point standing. I know I don't have to ask you what the plan is. I think you're going to go try to win every single one of them. But you got some guys that are starting to try to use that bonus point from coming from the back. One mistake, and it could be tight again.
Yeah, I just gotta, like I said at the end of last season, I made some mistakes, had some penalties on me. I think I had 3 or 4 races where I couldn't qualify, and really hindered me. So, like I said, just gotta focus on not making those same mistakes and not having any penalties against me. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun season. I hate it for Rutherford. He was one of those guys. He come all the way from the rear and was having a good run. I couldn't see what transpired back there, but we were having a good battle up front, so I hate that for him.
Well, an awesome run, man. You kick it off with the win. Give me them shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you for being up in the booth for us, as always. I want to thank Per Year Race Parts, Chris and Alan Per Year with Caldwell Banker Elite. I'd like to thank the league sponsors, A&P Graydon, Gunslinger Whiskey, Marv and Jeff for everything they do for the league, and my family, friends, and fiance for all the support.
All right, my man. Congrats on the win. We'll look forward to seeing if you can go back-to-back next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That is your winner. Dylan Connor going to kick the season off almost like he left it last season. I mean, I know he came up there a little short, but he won about 3 or 4 races last season, and he is right back where he's in control of things, and that I know he enjoys that a lot. So going to be a tough season for some of these guys if they don't figure out how to beat that 91 car. But it's fun to come and watch a driver that is that consistent and that precise all the time. So see what he can do this season. Connor wins it. McLaughlin second. Eddie third. Oxford in fourth. Hines fifth. Payette sixth. Brunner was seventh. Addison, new guy in the series. He comes up and runs in that top 8. Rutherford ninth. Turnmeyer in 10th. Joey Connor 11th. Jeff Orderman 12th. Gary Baldwin in 13th. And Josh Westendorf, an early exit for him tonight. That is going to do it for us on Tuesday night. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. Midwest Truck Series, Lime Rock Raceway Park. They're going to do all the elevation changes, 8 or 9 turns. I'll do it in the Craftsman trucks. It's going to be a blast. Make sure you tune in around 8:15 Eastern for that one. I want to thank you all for being here. Without you, there is no reason for us to do this. Without all the great leagues giving us awesome racing each and every night, there's nothing for us to cover. So pats on the back and high fives everywhere for that. Until we see you again, peace and love to all of you. Keep the rough side facing down.